Happy Thursday morning, everybody. I had to remember what day it was. So we race dirt tomorrow at Tri-City Speedway, Granite City, Illinois. Super excited about that. And then Saturday at Kenny Schrader's I-55 Raceway. I was, Herman, clean your stuff up. What's that doing there from the winter? You got a crooked gutter. All right, subject of the day. I was riding to Mount Carmel, Illinois yesterday and listening to Sirius XM. And I got to thinking about this guy this morning. He was so upset. He said, where in the world did Front Row Motorsports get their money to buy that charter already, or as I call it, a franchise? So in the news yesterday, well, the demise of NASCAR was greatly exaggerated. NASCAR's failing. Tony Stewart quit. That's 4 teams gone. I said, hold on, you know I did, in one of my Coffee with Kenny's. I said, they will sell those things so fast your head will spin. People are lined up to get into the NASCAR Cup Series. They're just waiting for the right time. So yesterday it was announced that Front Row Motorsports has already bought a charter. So remember the Coffee Kenny, the Coffee with Kenny I did? I said, well, it begs now. How much are they going to pay for it? Does the first guy, pay $20 million, and then the next one pay 15, and then the next one 10? It was like, do you sell them all at the same time? Does Honda come in and swoop them all up? So Front Row Motorsports buys one right away. Now, this is about money. This is about money. So people get pissed off when you have money. My mama taught me years ago, don't talk about money or religion or even politics. When you have money and other people don't, they want your damn money. They're like, give me your money. Even though they didn't earn it, they didn't work for it, or they're early in their life and they're roughed up. So the subject of the day is, where did Front Row Motorsports get their millions of dollars? Because they're known as a lower tier team. How did they get their money? Well, let me aggravate you a little bit. Let me keep you on the gutter. So, have you heard Jeff Gordon? Have you heard Denny Hamlin? They say, we can't make money. As Darrell Waltrip say, let me explain that to you. So Rick Hendrick, one of the wealthiest men in America, because he sells a lot of cars. He's got his dealerships. Now, his dealerships make money. However, racing doesn't. Well, if racing doesn't make money, how do you make money? That's the subject at hand. I'm going to explain that. You don't make money racing. What you do is love of the sport. Have you ever wondered why Roger Penske, Rick Hendrick, have you ever wondered why Jennifer and Richard Marshall with the World of Outlaws and High Limit Racing, Jennifer, she'll give a tutorial, a lesson. She'll give you a lesson because she understands money. So, wealthy people in racing, they love the sport. They create all these race teams and they give all of you a job. So you're very thankful for these wealthy people having great businesses. Jennifer and Richard, they're in the oil industry. Remember, they run High Limit. They run World of Outlaws, so they're in the oil industry. Roger Penske, Rick Hendrick, they sell cars. You look at, let's look at Jack Roush. Where the hell's Jack Roush get all his money? Well, he designs things. He's a builder. He designs parts and cars for Ford Motorsport. So it's like, where does Jack Roush get all his money? Well, he designs and makes things for Ford. He's a brilliant man. So when Jeff Gordon or okay, let's go with Front Row Motorsports. Where do they get all their money? Well, it certainly ain't in racing. The man does something else that makes millions of dollars. Just because you got $1 million don't mean you're worth $500 million. There's a big difference between having about $7 million. Some people have $7 million. Some people have $500 million. So when Jeff Gordon and Denny Hamlin say, we can't make any money racing, that's what the hell they mean. That means they can't make money in racing, and their car owner and their sponsorships are making it up. Where do they get their money? Well, you look at Michael Jordan and then all the sponsors they get from Michael Jordan being Michael Jordan. Where does Joe Gibbs get all his money? Well, he's one of the most famous football coaches of all time. He's won the Super Bowl many times, and he was able to get sponsorship through all his connections, Interstate Batteries and M&Ms and things like that. So money and greed is what this is about. Give me your money, damn it. So the man on Sirius XM, I'm going back to him, he was a little pissed. Where did Front Row Motorsports get their money? Because he's assuming they're poor. They're not poor. They just don't have the $500 million like the Rick Hendrick or the Penske and all those high-end teams. Mo money gets you better engineers, better pit crew members, because you can weed through them all. So when I say you can't make money racing, there's also a business model where you rotate money. And you say, Herman, what the hell are you talking about? Well, let's say who you work for right now. Who do you work for, right? Do they make money or do they rotate payroll? I know people that make money, and then the money they make, they give it all the employees. It's called payroll, right? You work for a living. And then all of a sudden, let's say they made $10,000 that month. Well, they made it. Now they got to give it all to you. All right. So when they make payroll, they might have made $1,000. I know. Hey, listen, I know what I'm talking about. Respond right here. Like, subscribe. I know dirt tracks that have employees and they go, okay, we worked our ass off all week long and we only made $2,700. I know a racetrack that does that. But here's the problem before you start yapping that mouth. Dirt tracks are only open like 20 weeks. They start April and then they got to close down in August. So they're like the lake. You know, a lake can only open so long. So these tracks, they got to hit it while they can because they cannot operate. They cannot operate, all year long. So once again, Jeff Gordon, Denny Hamlin, we can't make money in racing. Right. You cannot make money in racing because it doesn't pay enough. So you got to go get sponsorship or your car owner has to make up for it. So hopefully a little business lesson this morning. Where'd Front Row Motorsports get all their money? Well, the man's probably got a business. That's where they got the money. Or they went and borrowed the money because they got a sponsor that's going to start that third team. All right. Listen, subscribe right here. People have been sending me their coffee cups. Remember this Sunday, Worldwide Technology Raceway. NASCAR coming to town, baby. All right, tell me how dumb I am.